My skincare routine. Basically, all of the things that I do as a part of my morning routine that do not constitute themselves as an actual skincare product. On this channel, we speak all the time about the wonders of your skin, about how your skin is your body's largest organ, but it doesn't work in singularity, it works in tandem. It's part of a beautiful system that is your body. Your skin protects you, it waterproofs you, it helps you feel things like temperature and pressure. And of course, there are things, creams, and sunscreens that we put on our face. But it was due to a request in the comments that I realized, yeah, there are things about my lifestyle. For instance, the things that I sleep in, the tools that I use on my face, and even the things that I eat that I attribute to my skin. My skin used to be horrific, and I largely blame some of my dietary choices and my stress. And I've noticed that when I am not the most vigilant or careful, I tend to get breakouts and flare-ups, which yes, having a couple on my body acne back area right now, but you know what? We live, we don't judge ourselves. We remind ourselves that our skin is a part of our biology and pimples are normal, but we can still try to treat them if we want to. Portion of my dietary choices that impact the way my skin functions, the way my body functions, yes, includes a chocolate smoothie. I am going to teach you how I make this. I have literally been making this and eating this almost every single day for over 4 years now. And this video is in partial partnership with one of my favorite brands. This is Aloe Gorgeous from Aura Organic, and they are one of the chocolate protein powders that I have used over the past 3 years and that I love. We're gonna talk about this a little bit later. My skincare routine starts with waking up in the morning, usually to an alarm or like 7 alarms. But when I wake up in the morning, one of my alarms is my phone, which is not always the best, and inevitably I start scrolling through Instagram or looking at what blew up on the internet overnight and what is drilling itself into my brain or needs immediate attention. I am trying to get out of this habit. I didn't always used to do this, and I really want to stop being that person, but I'm gonna have to figure out a way because right now it is a habit that I am stuck in. What I do wake up to and what actually gets me up is this. Don't call me crazy. My friend Shadi told me about this. It's basically a lumen light that is supposed to mimic natural sunlight, and it helps your circadian rhythm. And when I do wake up in the morning, I do turn this on. And let me tell you, this is bright, and holy guacamole, it works. I've been using it for less than 3 weeks, but now I actually am able to wake up easier. This is something that I never would have thought would change my life, but it is absolutely a part of my morning routine and my skincare routine. When it comes to skincare, I don't think there are any benefits. I actually wonder if there is anything here that would potentially not be as good for the skin, because this mimics sunlight. No, it doesn't have UVA or UVB rays, but does it emit blue light? There's this high energy blue light that, you know, is making its way around the media, and people are saying you have to protect your skin from it. My skin type, Fitzpatrick type 2 or 3, really doesn't need to worry about that, and I would be more concerned about the blue light from the sun. But if anything, this helps my brain and my circadian rhythm, therefore my hormones, so it helps my skin, but it might actually be doing me a disservice. But as of the past 3 weeks, I can't live without this. After this, I roll out of bed, and on some days I take a shower, but not all. But I'm usually wearing these when I get up. These are CO patches. Dr. Dre got me to try these over a year ago, and when they are not hairy and sticking to things, I do love them. It's time for some lady talk, but ladies or non-binary friends who have larger mammary glands, when you sleep, do you ever notice the wrinkles that happen like right here? Like your skin squishes together and it can kind of create these funny lines that take a while to, like, I don't know, remove themselves off your body in the morning. And it's the weirdest thing to be like insecure about. I wouldn't say that I'm insecure about it, but I definitely use something that stops that from happening when I sleep. This CO patch goes on the chest. They have some for the neck and the forehead, which I don't like, but I do like the under eye and smile ones. You know that the under eye anatomy is something that I am very passionate about, especially when it comes to saving consumers money. And a lot of people who struggle with these under eye puffiness or under eye bags don't realize that an eye cream might not be the best fix. For some people, the cause of those under eye bags could be hereditary, could be dietary if you eat a lot of sodium or you have a lot of fluid retention. And if you sleep on your side or your face, you bet that that can puff up. These are just pure silicone patches that you put underneath your eyes, and it basically, I think of it as like a push-up bra for my under eye bags. It holds like this under eye area in while you're asleep. So regardless of where you're sleeping or tossing and turning, it keeps everything kind of pushed in. Because it's made made of silicone. It actually holds moisture in your skin so that your skin isn't losing moisture overnight. And I just take them off later on in the morning. You can reuse them like 10 times, the brand says. I reuse them for like 30. And this is something that is not direct skincare that I actually think works better than skincare. This, in my personal medical aesthetic opinion, works better than an eye cream, because an eye cream is a glorified moisturizer that you're just rubbing on. This actually holds your bags in overnight. And in the morning, you know, we gotta do some business, and yes, this is actually making it into my skincare routine, because my toilet time is my meditation time. I am a vegan. My bowels are very regular, they are very happy, and they are very healthy as long as I'm not having an IBS flare-up from stress. But in the morning, when I get up and I need to make sure that my one and only kidney is functioning, my cat sees my lap as the perfect place to perch herself. And yes, she perches herself on my lap every single morning, and I sit there and I basically think about my day, look at my to-do list, maybe do a little bit of like, call it meditation or call it visualization of what my day is going to look like. Sometimes I tell myself affirmations or I hype myself or my cat up. And yes, this is a legit part of my morning routine. And I mean, look at this face. Like, she wants to sit on my lap, she loves me, like only a monster would move, okay? Okay, and yes, you did just get a visual of Cassandra Bankson sitting on the toilet on the internet. Is this what you subscribed for? You are welcome. That is usually when I do remove my CO patches. I just make sure to put them back on things, and before even rinsing my face or putting on sunscreen or brushing my teeth, I go to the kitchen to make breakfast so that I can eat breakfast before I brush my teeth. As mentioned, almost every single day without fail for the past 4 years, I have been making myself a vegan chocolate protein powder smoothie. It is delicious, it is nutritious, it wakes me up in the morning. I do eat it even during the winter. On some super cold winter mornings, I might switch that out for like a warm kind of matcha type drink and like a vegan sausage and maybe like some heirloom tomato feta cheese basil on toast or something. But 99.9% of the time, you can bet that Cassandra is drinking her chocolate protein banana smoothie. The way I make it is by getting ice and frozen bananas. You see, when you freeze bananas and blend them, they actually make this really creamy texture. It's like banana ice cream. And protein powder comes in chocolate flavor, so you know that I put a couple of scoops of this in. This is Aloe, gorgeous! This is a vegan collagen boosting powder, and yes, it is actually collagen boosting. You know that we have torn down oral collagen so many times before, because if it is animal derived, it is usually gelatin and a little bit of vitamin C. Like, that's literally jello. Okay? If you are eating proteins, if you are eating an array of amino acids, that is collagen boosting. And if you have a vitamin C, which is a coenzyme for your body to make collagen, in addition to having aloe and a couple of other nutrients in here, this is absolutely delicious. And yes, it is nutritious. And yes, this is actually collagen boosting. Similar to eye creams, I want to protect consumers from understanding how your biology actually works. Your body doesn't know if you ate this $90 Vital collagen peptide booster thing or not, because when it is digested, when it goes through your mouth, into your stomach, into your intestines, up through the hepatic portal vein, your body literally separates it out and sends it to where it needs to go in order to reassemble those amino acids into peptides and therefore into proteins. As long as you are getting amino acids and proteins and the vitamin C necessary, you know, to perform those functions, you do not have to pay $90 for these non-vital, vital gelatin snacks that is literally overpriced jello and vitamin C. Again, this is what I consume, this is what I love, and this is what I recommend. It has vegan pea protein in here. This is the double fudge chocolate because I love chocolate. I like this one the best. They also have the vanilla one. The vanilla is normally what I use if I want to blend it up with water and have it kind of like as a hot drink, or I even blend this in with matcha because it is delicious. And Aura Organic actually uses a chef to create their flavors. They also have a peanut butter one, but that one's not my favorite just because I don't know, I don't want a peanut butter jelly blended smoothie in the morning. I don't know, I like chocolate. This has bamboo, aloe vera, as well as vitamin E, and also the milk that I use to put in my smoothie as well is from Trader Joe's. It's almond milk. This is important for me as a vegan. I want to make sure that I'm getting a good amount of nutrients and that it's actually sustaining my body. Because again, literally think about how we were born. Roly-poly, slobbery babies where all we did is like eat, cry, and shit. How did we get from these little balls of cute wailing screamingness to the adults that we are? Well, we ate things. And what you put in your body does matter. It's not about being perfect. We all need to have cheat days. We all need to make sure that we are eating a diet that is sustainable for both the planet and ourselves. But definitely, when I changed my diet, this is anecdotal evidence, but when I changed my diet, my skin absolutely changed. And what you put in does dictate what you get out. The Aloe Gorgeous, and actually the entire Aura Organic brand, was created on the idea that it should be easier to manage your beauty routine, specifically your skin routine from the inside out. They say that their products can help with dry, dehydrated skin, with some fine lines and wrinkling, and for some people hormonal acne, but I want to make it really clear that this is not a cure. This is not going to cure acne. This is not going to treat acne. This is a dietary supplement that, if your entire body has amino acids and good vitamins, nutrients, and minerals available, can impact your whole body and therefore can impact your skin. But if you have hormonal cystic acne that needs products, that needs medical treatment from a dermatologist, that needs hormonal therapies, this is not the same thing. And I want to make sure that's really clear. They do say that, again, it is collagen boosting and supports overall glowy skin. Again, anything that has proteins or amino acids can be considered collagen boosting because your skin doesn't know where it's coming from as long as you have enough of it. When it comes to glowing skin, making sure that you are eating foods that are high in antioxidants and vitamins and minerals, yes, that can help you have glowing skin if your entire body is working well. This does have many of those, but again, if you're over here eating pizzas and drinking sodas and then hoping that like a chocolate smoothie is going to fix all of your problems, that is not what this is for. This is a protein powder, this is a supplement, this is something that I love, but it is not a replacement for the standard American diet or the SAD diet. As a personal trainer and nutritionist, again, not a dietitian, but a nutritionist, I have spoken with and helped people who unfortunately kind of had that mentality of like, okay, I'm going to eat things that aren't necessarily healthy for me, or I'm just gonna consume like liquid diet shakes and hope that these supplements, you know, fix my skin or fix my body. And that is not how it works. Also, most people's bodies aren't broken. Your body isn't something you need to fix, but you can identify what can make it run better and how to appreciate your body and the things it does for you. And if you would like to, then you can train it or you can feed it with things that help you decide how it looks. There are some people with certain medical conditions who can't do that. And the topics of body positivity and body neutrality are something that I would love to get into in the future, just not today. But the overall take-home message is that this is the chocolate that I love and recommend. And if you don't want a cold, nice banana whipped chocolate smoothie in the mornings, then I would definitely go for the vanilla. You can mix it with water, you could mix it with almond milk, you could make it into a matcha tea. It is delicious and it is nutritious. On top of my chocolate protein smoothie, I also put cacao nibs. These are delicious. They have a little bit of fiber, a little bit of protein, and they actually have magnesium, which is awesome. Speaking of smoothies, can you throw that like button in the blender, please? The like button is nice, but when the like button is blended, it is even better. It is creamier, it is bluer, maybe it's gray or white or black, I don't actually know, but the like button is better when it is blended. Please, do the honors. Now for me in the morning, I do take supplements. These supplements are tailored to me, and I highly recommend actually getting a blood test, talking to your doctor and figuring out how your body is doing, and getting supplements that you actually need. It is possible to overdose on fat-soluble vitamins. I don't think people should be popping vitamins here and there. The supplement industry is highly unregulated. There aren't a lot of checks and balances, and again, supplements are not FDA approved. There are certain brands, such as Aura Organic, that are certified vegan, certified organic, certified by the COOF, and even come with a COA, a certificate of analysis, by the way, but not all supplements do, which is why I recommend looking into the sourcing of some of these ingredients. The supplements that I do take are from Care of. They are tailored to me, and the things that I choose to put in my customized supplements are things that are actually for my body, and what's right for me is not right for other people. So again, get a blood test, make sure that your thyroid isn't freaking out, and get supplements based on what you actually need. For me, as a vegan, that does include things like vitamin B12 to make sure that my myelin sheaths are protected. But for someone who isn't vegan or vegetarian or doesn't need B12, an excess of B12 in the diet can actually be linked to acne. So talk to your doctor. Another supplement that I've been taking recently is Sun-Kissed. It's made for sun-damaged skin. I don't go tanning and my skin is not as sun-damaged as it could be, but as a teenager I did not wear my sunscreen because I rebelled against what my mom did make me wear when I was a child. she would make us lather up with sunscreen 30 minutes before leaving the house, and I rebelled against her. And if I could go back and change one thing, oh, it would be that. But this is the Sun-Kissed supplement from Aura Organic. I've only been using this for 2 weeks. I have not seen a difference yet. Again, it's supposed to help sun-damaged skin. It did come with a certificate of analysis to make sure that the ingredients aren't adulterated, which, you know, should be industry standard, but it's not. It is certified vegan and by the COOF. And it is something that I'm trying out, but I will have to get back to you on. Although this is new for me, this is not. I believe you can get these at Ulta, by the way, but I know that they're available online. If you would like to try these out, there is a coupon code InsideAndOut15 if you want a discount or if you want to try them. I do not earn money on that discount code. I literally held the brand by their neck and I was like, you have to give back to the community. And so they did. And so I'm happy. And chocolate fueled. After breakfast, I brush my teeth and I would like to floss more often, but if I'm remaining fully transparent as always with you, flossing is something that is not as regular of a habit as I wish it could be. So, note to Cassandra, work on that. And fun fact, I do not cleanse my face in the morning. My night routine is so good. It swaddles my skin so nicely that I take really good care of it and I don't need to overly strip my skin in the morning. If you sweat or if you get really oily at night or if your pillow is dirty for some reason, then maybe you would want to. But for me, I don't need to, so I just rinse with some water. Then I get out my aloe vera gel from Holika because it is the one that I have on hand right now, and I whip out my microcurrent device. This is the Nua. I have used the New Face in the past. I have tried the Freo Bear. I've used a bunch of different types of microcurrents, and none of these are as strong or as efficacious as what we have in Office. In Office, we can actually control how strong the microcurrent is and exactly where to put it. But I do like at-home devices because in order for microcurrent to work, you have to use it consistently. And we have an entire video talking about that, specifically on the New Face. This is the Nua. Because you asked, I decided to try it. I guess there's another one called like Zap or Zapier that a lot of people like as well that I was thinking of getting and testing out. But right now, it's this one. And I just use this and make sure that I'm kind of doing it kind of in my cheek, my mandible, and then even in my forehead area. Even before and after my microcurrent session in the morning, you can see that there's actually a difference in the way my jaw looks. Again, because I'm more of a side sleeper, sometimes I do have that fluid retention in the morning, which is why for me the COI patches work really well and the microcurrent works really well because it shoots a microcurrent of electricity into your skin. It gets things stimulated, specifically the muscles. There are some medical studies showing that it increases ATP, adenosine triphosphate production in your skin, which is awesome. And yes, this is a part of my morning routine, and you have to be consistent with it in order for it to work. When I'm done with the microcurrent, I do remove a little bit of my gel. Sometimes I try to let it soak into my neck and to my arms as well, but I do usually use a pretty thick layer. The Holika one is good. You know, you could use really any conductive gel. These are from Seabay. These are my little reusable face wipes, and this is just what I use to kind of pat any excess off or into the skin. After that, I do my skincare routine. We're talking toner and vitamin C serum. Honestly, not even a moisturizer usually, just my sunscreen, because you know that SPF is your BFF. I make sure that that's rubbed in, and if I do makeup on a certain day, I literally only use 3 products, which is really liberating. Growing up with acne and feeling that I needed to cover my skin, I was used to caking foundation on my face, and in high school it would take me 2 hours to get ready every morning because I layered my makeup in a way that you couldn't see my acne. And I was trying to perfect that technique and avoid being bullied, which, you know, didn't happen until my makeup skills did get so good that I actually did cover my acne and became a runway model. But that's a totally different story for another day. Compare that 2 hour of makeup slathering onto my face to this, and it is so liberating. Start out with my eyebrows. This is from NYX Cosmetics. Everyone says that eyebrows to the face are like a frame to a picture, and I do agree. I know that eyebrows are supposed to be sisters, not twins, but I'm a perfectionist, and I want to try my best to make them identical. I then go in with some masquata. I love the CoverGirl Lash Blast. CoverGirl is now cruelty-free. They came out with this and they sent it to me. It's the CoverGirl Lash Blast Clean. I actually hate this. The formula is not so good. I don't recommend this, but it's the one that I have right now. I'm not gonna waste it. I'm gonna finish using it, but I'm probably going to go back to either one of the other CoverGirl ones or to a different brand because I've liked a lot of mascaras better than this. Then I do some lip stuff. This is a lip plumper from City Cosmetics. It is a little bit fancy, but my god, this is gorgeous. This is a lip plumper that doesn't actually sting your lips. It's in the color San Diego, and the way the applicator actually is, it kind of has this defined tip. So if you do wear foundation or if you really want to define your pout, you can actually kind of use this to stencil out the shape of your lips. I absolutely love this. This color is a little bit pearlescent. It's almost like a little bit of a rose with a gold tinge to it. It is gorgeous. And if I'm not wearing a mask where my lipstick is getting sticky, it is an A+. Once that's on, I usually do my hair. If I got out of the shower that morning, I'd probably do it sometime around then if I have the time. But if not, like, dude, if I spent the time to do my hair, you best believe I'm going to try to make this last for a week. I have very naturally curly, frizzy hair. I was bullied for it in school, and so I'm trying to embrace my natural curls, but when it looks like this, I just feel more confident. I just feel better, okay? This is literally a hair dryer and a hairbrush in one. This is something that I use on my roots to make sure that my little baby hairs aren't super frizzy, and I also kind of put it through on the bottom near the scalp just to give my hair a little bit of fluff and a little bit of volume. In the morning, I don't actually apply my sunscreen powder. I have sunscreen powder usually from Color Science or from Supergoop or from Dr. Sandra Lee MD on hand, and I do reapply that throughout the day, but I actually don't put it on first thing in the morning. That is when I go get to my work. If I'm working from home, this usually includes emails, conference calls, looking at some new paperwork, some medical data, running numbers, maybe putting a few things in R, running data simulations, or whatever it is. But I do try to stay hydrated, and I do use blue light blocking glasses. I do need prescription eyewear. It is not medically required for me to drive, but it does make a difference. And that's frustrating for me to identify with because, I don't know, when my hair is super curly and when I have glasses on, I just feel like the before girl from those makeover movies, you know what I mean? Anyways, I'm getting used to it, and the blue light blocking is something that I'm using because yes, I stare at screens way too many hours in each day. I do stay hydrated. Sometimes I do have like a vanilla matcha like latte or something next to me, but staying hydrated, having snacks such as apples or carrots and hummus or just like healthy, nutritious things kind of in the vicinity, it helps me reach for those so that my blood sugar doesn't dip super deep and I don't get super hungry and end up, you know, eating snacks that are arguably a quick fix, but that don't really fuel my body overall. It's these little things that make a huge difference in the way my body functions, and yes, even in the way my skin looks. This is what works for me. These are the things that I do, and I would love to know what you do in the morning. Leave a comment, make sure that the like button is still blended, and I cannot wait to see you in this next video. Love you guys. Bye.